Hey, people! It is Portal here with well, this is new, huh? And I am running a second campaign in the world of Orn, living and breathing as it is on the continent of Racine, of which there is a bunch of world lore on the world anvil and all that stuff. At least by the time this goes up, it should be. There is a lot to digest, a whole bunch of culture changes and all that jazz. But here's the first little bit of session zero that we managed to cobble up after we spent 3.5 hours with technical issues. Introductions are lacking from this episode, but they will be on the next one. Do enjoy and see you on the other side, cowboy. All right, this is the session zero for the good old campaign for Rising Heights, and we begin on a long stretch of road, narrated by a good man dressed in a suit riding atop a carriage. He tilts his hat down a little bit, speaking to himself in his deep accent. There are stories of legends, travelers, explorers, all sorts of people coming down here. Very few and well for those travelers, even fewer and at all. Sometimes they just vanish and stop. That's the nature of places like the Deadlands, the Outcasts. It's one of the hells of Racine. Probably not the worst place you could have picked, but it is quite rowdy to say the least. Here, I'll wish you all good luck, boys. The path forward is gonna be a treacherous one, dangerous, and rife with all sorts of trauma. Good luck. And with that, Lord Ferir sends the five of you off with that kind of blessing. And I'll drag you guys all onto the map so you guys can see. Oop, one at a time. One at a time, because I forgot to do it earlier. Doom, doom. You're not necessarily on foot. This is just a symbolic one. So I can introduce you all as you arrive to the outskirts of Katoris on the path. There's a small river flowing through to a sizable small lake on the outskirts of the city, passing through those twisted trees that you were escorted through by a very kind dryad at the behest of Telion. Your patron is a mysterious man with quite a few things he very clearly isn't telling you. But your mission is simple. Arrive to Katoris, fix the town, and then conquer the rest of the Deadlands one way or another. How you all individually feel about these objectives is secondary to telling. All that matters is that it gets done by the third spring of your arrival. It's the beginning of summer, and one of these wonderful evenings as you arrive to the edge of town. You can see there are some rundown buildings, lights flickering at the edge of town, and I'll bring you off the path to Katoris and drag you all wonderfully. Within the buildings, you can hear chattering and talking of individuals, natives of the town. Further up the road, there seems to be a large central inn, almost, that is probably the only place you'll find anyone with any real authority. But for now, you're on the road at the outskirts of the settlement. What do?
Do I see lights on inside?
Correct.
Alright. Guess we should find our way to some of the locals.
Sounds good, Canth. I suggest we find shelter for the night.
Yeah. Alright.
Maybe find a campsite we can set up in.
Really wish I'd get a bed tonight, but I guess not. Alright. I'll go ahead and walk up to this first home.
They are small little, not real shops, so much as storage houses with little rundown signs that are at this point illegible.
I'll find a door and I'll... Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, there's not a... Linen doesn't rot. The material is very sturdy and reliable in that regard. But you do know wear and tear when you see it. The kind of refined, usually refractive crystals are shaded and aged. It's not very well taken care of, this place.
So is this first building on the left a storage warehouse,
As
or
far as you
was
can tell,
the
it was a house with a little sign that was probably used for storage. You can't quite tell for what.
gotcha?
I'll go knock on the door.
Cool.
If there is one. Or
Yeah,
is there
yeah.
like a...
If you move forward, you can see there's a little door icon. You can use WAS. If you select your token, you can use WASDA to move, or left click and drag.
I didn't know that. Cool. Yeah, I'll go and knock on the door. Well,
The door, there's kind of like the chattering inside stops for a moment, and you hear a voice say, "Travelers? Hell, that's news." And a large man opens the door, and I'll show you guys his token in just a second. And he kind of looks you all over at the main, like as you guys are assembled, as this big old group with a caravan not too far behind you. Couple like it'll be here later than you, but all the supplies that you were given that we spoke of will arrive soon enough. And I'll show you his token for Captain Sen. He introduces himself, offering a hand. "Pleasure to meet you, traveler. Name is Sen. Captain Sen. Who might..." And he looks at you for a moment, Canth, and then he looks at all of your companions. "Strange bunch. Pleasure to meet you."
pleasure to meet you as well. I'm Kanth. This is...
You note that he steps outside and closes the door behind him.
Not a problem. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. What was it?
Captain.
Captain.
You come.
All right, Captain. This is my good friends here. We've come under order from a certain gentleman to come and, I guess, settle this here town, make it maybe a little bit more livable than it is now. I'll let my friends introduce themselves, but if there's anything that we can be of service of, please don't hesitate.
You see him kind of raise an eyebrow at this. He's like, hand him in with a friendly face. That's fucking news out here.
I try my best.
All you boys. All of them just surround him. Beat him up.
What, really? No, anyways. If you don't happen to mind, Captain Sen, do you know where we can find a room for the night?
A room? Well, there is the old Resting Laurels. The good lady and I guess you could call him Baron. Residing there right now, talking about stuff. Some business arrangement, I presume. Probably involved with the new batch of headmen. And he looks all five of you over. Again, he doesn't seem that off-put by your strangeness, but it is still a weird sight for him. And you can't quite tell if he's judging you nervously or judging you with the intent of sizing you up.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
Turn back to my party mates, I guess, or the group, and I'm like, say we go looking for this shelter. Maybe we can find somewhere to stay outside the wind.
I wouldn't call the Resting Laura's a nice establishment to rest in, but it's better than the dirt.
Lots of things are better than the dirt.
I'd even take a lean up here on this storage shed that you seem to be staying in.
Yeah, ain't that something?
You make do out here. Not much.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Well, Captain, is there any time that we could find you back here?
If I'm not out on patrol, I'll see you about finding time to hang out at the Laurel. You folk are still around.
What do you mean
then.
by patrol?
These woods are, any motions towards them, not exactly the safest environment for the few folk that remain here. But more importantly, there's been a couple of recent incidents. We think some bandits are about, but no real evidence yet. You see him kind of like take a long drag and cigar, spit out a bit.
Well, I think We'll come get you in the morning then when you're more rested.
Rest is. There's no rest for the wicked. And he moves back inside. Good luck, boys. And he closes the door behind you, and you hear some chattering inside.
Well, y'all wanna go sleep on the bed tonight, or whatever straight pile of hay they have all there, or you wanna sleep out in the tents out here?
I'm willing to discuss with the what was the place called? The Laurel?
The resting Laurel.
Resting Laurel.
The Resting Laurels. I'm willing to speak with the owner of the Resting Laurels, maybe get ourselves some spaces to sleep, maybe one room to share.
One room to share. Sounds better.
I don't
Alright.
need no sleep, so I'll just keep watch out. So I'll help out and keep watch.
You gonna stay out here in the wind though?
You think
Keep watch, maybe at the door, for sure, right?
Yeah,
Well, I
Or-
appreciate it.
just keep an eye on the road.
Anything to keep our goods from being stolen. Wouldn't want to be left without them.
Yeah. Heavens knows what would happen if we didn't have them anymore. Alright. Resting Laurels. Any complaints from the rest of you?
I have none.
Alright.
I love doing the little lizard voice.
I don't know where the door is to this place.
The resting Laurels is further up north on the road. This is just a different building.
This is just a different building. Would you look at that? Gotta go a little bit farther up.
North.
I knock on this door just to be sure. Is this the? I'll knock on the door. Is this Resting Laurels in here? I want to sort of yell.
Yes. Captain? Oh, you're not Captain. Who you?
No, just looking for the Resting Laurels. We've been on the road quite some time. My friends over here need some
Sniff.
well-do. Oh, all right. Don't do that.
Speaking of sniff.
Sniff. Laurels? Resting Laurels.
Yeah.
You can hear his belly grumbling of this little goblin that approaches you. Kind of feral looking thing. He sniffs your companion, Rak, who, for a visual description, is this kind of scaled, black-hided, as far as any of you can tell, lizard. And he just sniffs it, and it sniffs back, and he goes, "Is that food?"
No, he ain't food.
Are you?
You see him sniff his arm. Bert, no food. Laurels. And you see him like look around, and he points up this direction. Up road. No light. Big place.
Easy to spot.
Easy to spot.
Won't get lost around here if I can spot it easily.
Bert sniffs you. Are you food?
No, he is
I
not.
don't suppose I ain't. Never been eaten before.
Sniff. Okay. And he moves to go back inside. And you can hear an exasperated sigh from indoors. And Bert's like, food for Bert.
Can I look
You're
inside the
like-
door before he closes? Oh,
Oh
sorry.
yeah, he doesn't close it behind him. He's uncivilized.
Leaves his door open.
In the wind and the dust. Can I look inside, see who's in there or what's in
Mhm.
there? Sort of get
You
a lay
see
of the area.
a well-dressed, as far as you can tell, channeler with this wide-brimmed hat that's a little bit more pointed than you would expect from most. It's something that usually is only adorned by people with good reputations with the clans. One of the clans that but those sorts of people are supposed to be rare down here, at least from what you understand about that.
Would
Mm.
I recognize
You
somebody like?
you would recognize that she is definitely dressed like she is someone important, but you know that because she's out here, she can't be somebody important. If that makes sense.
It does. It does make sense. And yeah. All right.
I walk up to Canth. I'm like, Canth, that's no way to be in this place. Close that door and let's move on.
Yeah. I want to pull the door closed. Let's find this place. This place is getting weirder by the second. And we'll go forward.
Sniff, sniff, sniff.
Oh, there he goes. Look at him go.
Do I see anybody in the window? It looks like Bert
yeah.
is like just chilling in the window.
Yeah, Bert is absolutely just chilling. You see him like blowing at a bowl with what you assume to be water, and just a tired looking, well-dressed mage seated there.
Alright.
Like if she noticed you, she doesn't care, or didn't care to mention that she noticed you.
Interesting.
Then we'll bring you over to the resting royals. None of you have tokens to
I'm
see.
blind.
You are blind, all of you. You have no eyes.
Good.
Wow, I think
Good thing the bat has
I've lost my
blind sight.
eyes here. I don't know where
One
the hell
second.
I'm at.
Ignore
I'm
the
not-
This
sound.
is finally taking me.
That's for later. Those effects are not supposed to be playing right now.
Canth, there's no walls around. I can't see.
Don't worry, Lau. It's gonna be all right.
There's no walls. I can't see shit.
Don't worry, it's still rendering in.
Oh, thank God, walls.
Oh my god. Canth,
Everybody has their token, right?
I can feel
Yeah.
a wall across from us.
Cool.
Use your echolocations, Lau.
There's a box, I think, right here.
Stepping inside, or towards up the road, it becomes a little bit more well traveled, and then there's this probably once grand tavern with a still well maintained sign that says the Resting Laurels. It is reflective with its very nice gray and black exterior. It probably looks all right in the day, but there are currently no lights within, and you can hear some very faint kind of bickering.
Is
No
the door-
lights within.
Is the door unlocked?
Yeah, the doors are open. If you guys move through places that you can see those little doors, if they're closed, you guys won't be able to see
Uh-oh.
through them, and you can open them.
Okay, sure.
Stepping
man.
inside, I'll get their tokens so you guys see them more clearly. 1 second. Boom, 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 boom. He's a tall, well-dressed figure wearing a nice little top hat. He, at his side, holds a long cane. His face is no face. It is, in fact, a skull, which 99% of you know is not a good thing. Humans look all the same to you, to be honest, Luck.
Hey, I take offense to that.
I mean, it's not wrong.
But that definitely looks like a skeleton with legs that's walking and talking. And I'll pull them up on the thing, and I will show you guys their tokens.
That doesn't look like a skeleton.
Can I from a distance? Oh, go ahead.
Oh yeah,
If you were gonna
you
say-
overhear the skeleton speaking out. Now, as I understand it, those travelers going to be here any minute now, any day, probably. The agreement's a bit iffy, but they do need a place to stay. Yes, we had this discussion. The Resting Laurels are still functioning as best as they can, but until things get off the ground again, there's not much more I can do. Well, you say that, but, there's plenty more you can do, always. And like the skeleton, you see him turn his head all the way around on his little spine. I do believe this discussion happened a little bit too late. Our guests seem to have arrived. And I will show you guys the image. Good old skeleton.
Okay, skeleton.
Pimp skeleton. And the tavern keeper. Pleasure to make your
I hope-
acquaintance.
I want to like back up as he comes closer to me. It's
He's walking
It's all
backwards,
good.
by the way.
Oh,
yeah, it's a
lovely.
little unsettling.
It should be noted, undead are very much not normal.
Yeah. We're here for a job.
Right,
I
you're
believe.
the what was his name? Telion's boys, correct? Said he would be sending a few down again. He
Again.
extends he turns the rest of his body to match his head, and he extends a hand out to be shaken by anyone who wishes. Pleasure to meet you.
I'm not gonna shake his hand.
Name's Anwin. been the Baron of this town for as long as it's existed, and a little bit before that. Yeah, lots of ups and downs, mostly downs. But with you folk in, well, we might just be going back up on that up train. You know what I mean? It can't wink, but you can feel like it tilting its skull.
I kind of like side glance over to Camp, then I lean in. I whisper, "Camp, isn't he dead?"
Yeah, we don't want to mention that to him, though. I think it's rude.
No.
I'm not sure.
I understand. It is a medical condition, you see, called unlife. A second life, if you will, past the primary death. My own personal issues aside, and he like does a little bone rattle that is very unsettling. Just as much a man as either of you. At least I reckon so.
Eli, if you don't mind me asking, how did this happen to you?
An old
Is it
friend
a-
and I made a couple of poor decisions, but I ended up losing, winning. It's hard to say what you could qualify this as, but I ain't dead. At least not all the way.
That's debatable.
I don't know if this is any better in the literal sense, but why is it so dark in here?
No
y'all
lights.
Need some candles.
Yeah, we're out of spare oil to burn. It's not like, to be honest, you were supposed to come in later next evening, according to his reports, but it seems like you're a swift bunch. Maybe like gets a little bit closer, which is just
I definitely want to like just keep my distance as best I can.
yeah, you can move back a little bit. And he looks is like, I do believe you have yet to introduce yourselves, though. And he looks first at the Warforged up here to you, Handy. And he says, "You good fellow who understands my plight." He offers a hand. What is your name? Is that what they call it for you folk? Title?
Yeah. Folks call me Handy.
Do you have extra hands?
Yeah. But I got.
I do. And you
few
see him
hands
reach.
ever.
I just so you know, you see him pull out a spare skeletal hand. I do for emergencies. And he puts it away and he winks at you, but he can't wink because he's a skeleton.
Might be supposed to
So
keep one of
then,
those
what
around
does
too.
he do?
You see, like his skull like bends a little bit, like
He just looks.
the bone crackle. And you,
Yeah,
good fellow, who seems disturbed by my very existence. Not that I could blame you. I would have been like you once.
Less disturbed and more apprehensively perturbed. But name's Canth.
Pleasure. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. And he looks down towards you, Lau, and he like say, "And who's this little fella?"
Is he standing like on the table? Does he,
Pretty
like-
much on the chair, yeah.
Yeah. I like kind of have this weird squinty eye look at him because he's so unusual and completely different than anything I expected to meet. And I say, I'm Lao. You can call me Lao.
All right, Lau, and he hops on this chair and then off that. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Hope you'll find your housing to be suitable. And steps on this little bench, walks over, and what's this little fella's name? And as he approaches, good old Rack, there's a moment of silence, and then Rack bites his hand, and he goes, "Oh, he's got a bite!" And he like lets him have one of his hands, leaving it, and then pulls out that spare one.
It is fortunate
attaches
you're
it.
only bone.
What a cute
Otherwise,
little-
he would think you're a food. Won't stop him from biting, but
I will keep my hands and spare hands away from him in the future. Pleasure to meet you, fella. And he looks at you, the four-armed, armored Yilin, and extends his own hand. Should I extend more? I don't know how you do greetings.
And I do have multiple hands.
Are they super good at petting?
I think so.
Well, now I can see why it's so affectionate. Looks just like you, and they do not look anything like. He shakes her hand very, very much awkwardly, because he's like grabbing two hands and like putting them together and like shaking them at the same time. Let's go, and he moves over to you. And this ultimate little fella looking at you, Worm. What's your name?
um, homie,
Oh, yeah, you.
my name is Berm. Really nice to meet you, sir. I couldn't hear your name. What's your name again?
Ewin. You can call me Ewin. And he pats you on the head.
That's very nice of you, Ewan. I saw the extra hand thing you did.
Yeah, I have quite a few of those. There have been several
Oh,
incidents.
can I have one?
How
He
many
reaches
heads do
in.
you have?
He reaches into his coat pocket, and you hear a rattling of bones, and he pulls out a femur. He's like, how about this instead?
I don't know where
Sure,
you're going with
that works.
There you
Oh
go.
man, I hope it works. Mr. Ewan, if I may be, bold,
Be bold.
how did you end up like you are?
A friend of mine made a deal with, you could call him a devil of sorts. Most people call him spirits. Other entities like that. I didn't pay the price quite as heavily as he did. Though, whether that was fortunate for me or him is something I still ponder. And he pats you on the head again. Enjoy the femur bone.
Thanks, sir.
Can I just whisper over to Lau? I think he killed his friend.
And you see him move on this side of the counter.
I'll
That's
fuck
normal.
at the femur.
Uh,
Also, guys, I'm so sorry.
No worries.
No,
Like,
I
I'm
love
gonna
it.
do this voice.
Oh,
Nah,
please
man.
do. It's
All
perfect.
campaign,
It's
like,
amazing.
Yeah, I'm just,
I like it.
I'm just
it's
gonna do it.
Expect
Yeah.
nothing less.
Okay.
I whisper back to Camp. I'm like, Camp, I think he might be corrupted.
Yeah, I don't know, something's wrong with this guy. Hey,
Ewin, yeah? What's up?
no, E, we're mighty tired from our long and arduous journey. Hey, I heard you had little stands for us. Can
Yeah,
we go
upstairs.
up to our room?
You may indeed, though Miss Ola might have some complaints and rulings to give you beforehand. Good fortune, boys. I'll see you in the morn. As soon as dawn rises, I'll be here to inform you of your coming adventures. And hopefully your help with the bandage problem we got cooking. Good evening.
I
What
guess
is
I'll
that
Well,
go.
character?
what a fine person that was.
He's a something.
Ola, you can see, has been like just seated at her counter, just like it's gonna be a long day.
Now, and I go up to the counter and I want to introduce myself properly. I want to say, Miss, my name's Kent, and these are my friends here. Sorry to keep you so late. We'd like a room now if that's not too much trouble, and we're willing to pay, of course. It's not a problem at all.
Oh, and if possible, somewhere to store our belongings. Wouldn't want them being stolen now.
That's true. That would be important.
Leans forward. Is more business would always be appreciated at the Laurels. I could manage you for this night for free on account of a running tab the good Baron has.
Now, see, I don't like having debts. I'm sorry. I feel.
If
much
you wish
better
to pay
if I
for the
paid you
evening,
something.
that's fine enough with me. A couple of
It
silver.
would be. I'll hand her. You have change for gold? I don't know if you do or not.
Yep, she does. So you hand her a gold, and she's like, "All right, are you paying for all of your friends or just yourself?"
Verm, Luck, Handy, Lau, you guys want to pitch in, or I can handle this night
Oh,
if you want.
absolutely, Kurt. Camp, I gotcha. And I hand Camp the gold.
I'll be
I ain't got change either, but
staying
sure
out
this'll
to
do.
keep an eye out for trouble.
All right, I'll give him some silver pieces because I actually do have some change.
All
I
right.
was like at this point, I think Berm was probably sitting on a table, looking at the femur. He has inspecting it, licking it, and whatnot, and just like when he hears this, he goes, "Oh, um, that's I can. Do you have like a box or something? I'm really small, so I can sleep wherever. I don't have that much stuff, so
Oh, Verm. No, it's all right. Yeah, we'll just take. Well, you think we? We'll just take the one room. How big are your rooms? Are they large or are they small?
They are sizable. And she looks you all over, and she seems to be thinking whether or not that you guys could all feasibly fit in one. And she goes, "It's more likely you'd need 2 or 3 for all of your bigger companions."
I think we'll probably. Good.
I ask Keeper Ola, I'm like, guys, do you have any rafters in the rooms that I could hang from? Anything?
There is, as I was about to say, a larger room and a smaller room you could rent out for a couple. A single gold would suffice for the lot of you.
Yeah. We'll do the larger room, and I'll let her keep the gold, and I'll take. Or I guess I'll let her keep the gold. I'll take the change, and I'll give the 5 silver back to Handy, who gave me a gold. I've just had like a bunch of like random coins in my hands from everybody trying to pitch in. Like when you're trying to handle the tab
Yeah,
with all your buddies,
Shuffling
and
all this.
shuffling every. I'll just make sure that everybody gets their equal amount, and I'll pay whatever extra I need to pay to make sure we get
well,
room.
boys, do any of you have any particular preferences for breakfast? It's included with the single night stay.
Oh, I never thought that we'd be getting food on the side. A fruit, if you have it.
I don't even know if Verm eats, and I know for sure Handy doesn't. But Luck, you want anything for breakfast?
I eat, but do you have like bread? I like bread.
All right, noted.
He'll get a
Nothing
bread.
particular for myself, but this probably some raw meat for this one.
That might be a bit more problematic, but I'll see what I can manage.
Yeah, I'll have whatever isn't burned. That'll be fine. Handy, you don't need anything, do you?
Nah, not really. I just have to do an impression of a statue each night, and I'll be fine.
All right, suits me.
At this point, I'll probably scooch closer to Kanth and like start tugging on his cape or coat or whatever.
Yeah, yes, Verm. What's up?
Like really silently, so the lady don't listen. Probably will anyway. Kanth, can you, Mr. Kanth? Sorry, can you ask the lady if for the bread for me tomorrow, if she finds like really old bread with maggots?
I want to look to him, and I want to like cock my head a little bit. Yeah, of course, Verm. Of course. Keeper.
Thank you.
Of course. Keeper. Old bread. So like anything you have in the garbage will do. Preferably, apparently, with maggots. I don't know. Yeah, stale bread is good.
Let's see. I'll see what we have in stock. And you can roll me an insight check on her reaction.
Yeah, I'll roll an insight check. I don't think it's very good, but I'll roll one.
Can I do it as well?
You may.
Yeah.
Perfect.
He leans down to
With,
I got a 15.
with a 15, you realize that you've met the other trash goblin that lives in this city. So it's probably not
okay.
something she's too surprised by.
All right.
I rolled a 5. I don't know why it didn't show up, but I rolled a 5.
You might have it on private roll.
Wait, I'm gonna try again.
Let's try this.
There it is.
17.
Oh,
19.
even better.
Yeah, you have a feeling from the way she's talking, Handy, that this is not the first time she's dealt with this sort of weirdness, and she's handling your group's like scale of weirdness probably much better because of her own interactions with the good Ewan.
I kind of turn to Verm and I'm like, Verm, are you sure you want garbage?
Yeah. Have you never had maggoty bread?
can't say I have.
Have you had bread? Like this is a new thing for me. I don't know how common
I'd
it is out
say,
here.
bread
heard we've
is
had worse.
bread is new for me. Is a first. Never had bread.
All right, so it's like this small thing, and it tastes good, right?
Okay.
But
You can see
it's-
the keeper is just like, "Good night, boys," and she
No,
moves
no.
over.
Give him a second. He'll get it.
if it's really old, like maggots start. I don't know how that works. Probably my friend would know, but maggots start like coming out of it, and they taste good. So
The
like
maggots like born in the bread, or are
I
they
don't know how that works, man. I'm sorry.
bread? Is
I don't know.
is it a bread feature? Cause I ain't never had bread, and if maggots are just a normal part of bread, then I guess.
I
I
mean
want to
it's
pull up a
pretty
chair and just
normal.
listen to this.
Yep.
Okay,
Would you say
Mister.
bread is something you eat a lot of?
Yeah, I really like bread, man. I
Well,
love bread.
maggots are those things that show up in bad, spoiled fruit. Those little tiny worm things.
But what do you say they're bad? They're really good. They taste really good. It's protein, My friend told me about protein and how you need it to,
More familiar at the mention of protein so many times. Worm kind of crawls out of your bag. This little crab. Snip, 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 snip. Protein! Snip, 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 snip.
Wait. So before we go further with this, do
No,
they
it does.
hear?
No,
do-
you
do they
hear it.
hear-
You hear it
hear
in
it,
your
I
head.
hear it.
Because it
Yeah,
cannot
okay.
speak in its current form.
They
But
can
you
hear the crab's voice. Okay.
They cannot. They cannot. Only you right now.
But there is a crab.
There's
There
just
is
a crab coming out of your back.
You guys have
Sounds-
seen it
sounds
a
like
few
food.
times. Occasionally, he talks to his little buddy crab. That snip, 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 snip. It seems summoned by several phrases, one of which is protein.
How many
he said the
times
word
has
again.
You
Rock
see,
tried to
my,
eat him?
as my friend, as you may have heard my friend say, he really likes protein. It's really good
Uh,
for you.
I love meat. I love meat.
I turned to
wait,
Camp.
wait.
I'm like, Camp, I understood that I joined you to help you, but I need to help him too. He seems a little out.
No, he's worse than me. I think he needs help.
The little crab hops off of Worm's back, and it kind of just waddles up to you, very aggressively. Lau, what do you do? It's a
I
crab.
kind of turned to the crab and I'm like, Mr. Divine Spirit, sir, I ain't sure what you need.
Waddle, waddle, waddle. Snip, snip.
Does he sniff at me?
Don't call him divine spirit. It's really insulting for him.
I am so deeply insulted. Snip, snip. He
Wait.
pinches at your feet.
Sniff,
At
sniff.
my feet?
I kind of back away after flinching from getting attacked or like
Angry
getting
crab.
pinched.
Yeah, I'll pick him up. I'll grab him.
No,
And
no, no.
stuff
Let
him
me
in
out.
myself.
Let me out.
I'm like,
I'm sorry,
what
my
was that?
he's my little friend. He's really rude sometimes. He's really rude to me. He's kind of hurting me right now inside of my skull. Oh, don't do that. But
I'm like,
just
firm, I'm sorry,
just
I won't
don't hurt
refer to
him.
him as the spirit of your backpack.
Acceptable terms.
Rock's
Yeah, like I
eyes
said-
just locked on the crab.
Sniff, sniff.
just please don't hurt him, because if he dies, I'm really not sure if I can bring him back.
Don't you fucking let me die.
I won't let you die.
I think we need to go to our rooms. My head's
Ah.
spinning.
I think I need to rest too.
Y'all head up to apparently the top floor here. Lead the way.
Drag me, DM, drag me.
The fun begins as the second map is activated.
Man, I wonder if we'll find any other guests up here.
You do not.
Also, Portal, I know I haven't sent you the name of the fucking crab,
It's
but
fine. It's much better.
I'll,
this
se-
way.
I'll send it to you later. I'll send it to you later.
Much better this way.
Yep.
Unloaded. Let me get rid of all the things on the stage. I'll drag you guys up with vision. One momento. Uno momento. The first with Handy up top. Then Kim. Then Lau. Then Luck.
I don't have
Alright.
a map.
How about now?
I don't have a map.
Oh.
It's just
Reload.
blank gray.
If you
Okay, I will reload. I've been taken off the stage.
I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
quick potty break's fine. We don't have too much left to cover. Your room, by the way, is the first on the southeast.
So down,
Down into the
I'm
left.
guessing.
Or southwest. My bad. Direction.
This is the west.
Here we are.
Directions are
Yeah,
hard.
the first door here. This one.
My oh my. Goodness me. Andy, I think this is our room. There is a wall, though. I knock on the door.
No response.
Did she ever give us a key?
No. And as you open the door, you realize they're not locked.
It was locked.
Stepping inside, it looks very nice compared to what you heard, but there's a lot of things about it that are off-putting in terms of what you guys are used to, right? Like normal inns back home, where people are wealthy. The sounds again. 1 second. Those are supposed to be for later. Clearing that. What you're normally used to back home are these much more like flourish, well-defended places where things are usually warded with a couple of spells, and it's very nice. Here, it's all super mundane and pretty old, at least a couple of years before, like a couple of years old, in terms of it's just when it was crafted. It looks well maintained, but it is, like I said, degrading, like much of the stuff here.
Is this a fireplace right here?
Mm-hmm. It is out currently.
Is there any fuel in it or no?
Nope.
Anybody got any wood? No?
Luke just looks at the table over here. Oh no, that's probably not wood, is it?
It is not. It is made of alien.
Fucking no wood around here, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It should be mentioned that oftentimes it's coal or wood. Wood is much harder. Well, not here. It's not harder to get. It's just a more dangerous substance to burn.
Because it's all magic-y.
Yep.
Well, guess we're sleeping cold tonight.
I have a torch. I don't know if that works.
Oh,
I
that would
doubt
probably
it
work.
will burn for long.
I have some incense that I could burn to make the room smell better.
Does this room smell bad?
Nope.
Better.
It smells dusty and old, but not bad.
Yeah, we could use some
And
incense.
it'll be a little bit of light. It'll last for about 2 hours. Or wait, sorry, 8 hours.
I'm sorry. I have more incense than I thought in my bag.
No, I just forgot how long incense burns.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and just lay out my bedroll on the floor here. I don't really want the bed. Anybody who wants it, feel free to take it.
Yeah, so Lau just
there he
crawls
goes.
up to the ceiling and like kind of hangs upside down from one of the rafters.
The good boy that he is
I didn't even.
registers weakness.
I think Berm will cuddle inside the fireplace.
Hey, look. What's
Yeah.
your little friend's name anyway?
Roxarexine.
Roxine?
Roxarexine.
Is there an easier name I could pronounce it? I'm terribly terrible with words.
I suppose we can call it Ruck.
Oh, okay. Rock it is.
It rolls around on the bed a little bit.
Luke just sits on the floor next to the bed.
He's very happy to have a bed.
Go ahead and close the door. All right. Should we actually set a watch? I don't know if that's. okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
I forgot to
don't
finish
have
my
to.
items.
you don't have to set a watch. You guys know you're in a safe space. And, like,
Safe is
yeah.
debatable. But
Safe is debatable, but you guys aren't like. If you guys want to
And you
set a
have
watch,
a Warforged, so
True. You only need
I'd
to.
like
It's
to
gonna
lay
be a
down.
watch anyway.
I'd be right
I'd
back.
like-
But discuss that stuff amongst ourselves.
I could lay down like a square of caltrops in front of the door.
That'll be good.
Make sure that anyone coming in ain't gonna feel nice.
Why
That
not?
would suitably stop anyone from moving around, but
Or at least piss them
I
off.
probably have to set it up on the windows.
True. Oh wait. Why are we even worrying about a watch? Handy doesn't even sleep.
That's right. Yes, metagame. I know that Warforged are like aware of their surroundings while they're in their rest or something like that. They're not like asleep. They're just powered down.
So it's
Do
basically
they have
an
to?
impression of a statue.
They have to power down and do that, or
Yeah.
It's like for their resting. They're imagine if you put your computer to sleep. When you shake the mouse, they just wake up. That's what
Okay.
the Warforged sleep is like.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
They're aware. They're not like actually asleep. They're just immobile, like a statue. And they're not
Oh.
actually like stuck. They just stop moving. So
That's
sleep for
interesting.
them is kind of like the elf meditation, where they
Yeah.
don't actually sleep. They're just not doing things.
But they also
Okay.
can stay aware during it, which gives it the name Sentry's Rest. Because a resting Warforged can still act as a sentry.
This is true. I'm back.
I'll go up to Handy.
Mhm.
He's sitting at a table. Go over to him and be like, "You going to sleep yet? Or powering down? Or centering up? Or whatever you do, Handy?
Yeah.
Yeah, right now. Fancy game of Dragon's Chest real quick before we head to the Great Sleep.
Sure. Why not?
Fantastic. Take out my Dragon Chest set. It's very dusty and worn, and I'll put it on the table between us. You know how to play?
Probably.
All right. Go ahead and play Handy real quick in a game of Dragon's Chess.
Cool.
Do you want to roll for it, or do you want to?
Do you want to make it like an interactable, or do you just want to be like, okay, we played?
Yeah, I don't care. I was gonna have us roll, but if you want to just have it interactable.
It could be a check. If you guys want to simulate that, or just call that as the off screen before you guys go to rest, it'd be fine.
Yeah, just pass the time before I go to bed. I don't really like sleeping, so go ahead and finish my game with Handy. He'll probably win because I'm very bad at it. And
And I've got a high intelligence modifier too.
yeah, mine is not very high at all. And I just like the way the pieces move. And then I'll go back to bed, and then go ahead and take my rest.
That is acceptable. Boom, boom, 1 second. Boom, boom. As you guys all lay down to rest.
Wait. Can I do something before
Oh,
we go
yeah,
to rest?
absolutely.
Can I take out the femur, and like, can I tell if it's like a normal femur or like what kind of femur is it? Is it like an elf, human?
You can roll me a medicine check.
Okay. Not really good.
All right, with a 10, you realize that at the very least, it is 100% a humanoid bone.
Okay.
Don't mind that.
All right. I just wanted to check.
With the moon out, actually, before I head to bed, Slough, I'm gonna make a prayer to my divine spirit back in my homeland.
All right. You may roll me a religion check.
All right. How do you do that?
If you
Do
go
I
to your
just-
sheet, you just click the religion skill, and it will use your wisdom modifier. So it'll be, instead of a +1, it'll be a +4, which will just add to the total. Oh no, it'd be a +5. It'd be a +5, which will add to the total.
So wait, what do I do?
You click the religion button, and we're gonna add +4 to what you get. You open your sheet.
Yeah.
You go to the skills. Click on
Do I
religion.
click just normal?
Yeah, normal. With a +4, that's 23. Nice, nice. You make
Cool.
a heartfelt prayer, a familiarity, a warmth. Kind of, you can feel from your little paws to the tip of your wings. Friendship, unity, something. At the very least, you feel more at home here tonight than you might have otherwise without this familiarity, this prayer. And for everybody else, it kind of just looks like he makes a quick makes a prayer and then extends his hands out so that the moon kind of just shines on him very over dramatically for a moment, and then the prayer is said and done.
Fantastic. Yeah, I look up to the moon and I bow once more, and then I go back inside.
Go to bed. All right.
How do you rotate your gold token?
If you hold
Shift.
left shift, it will rotate.
Shift and scroll wheel.
Ah,
And then control and scroll wheel is like a tinier one, I think.
oh, it is.
That's awesome. Okay, but how do we flip our tokens?
If you right click on your token, you click the little gear, you go to image, there's a mirror horizontally and vertically.
Hell yeah.
And then
Toss and then turn it in.
I lack the permission to update this token.
do you? 1 second.
No, it says that, but I can still do it.
Oh, so do I.
That's a
Wait.
weird bug.
Yeah, I can't. Oh no, it says I have to update token. I see.
Just can't sleep.
Feeling sleepless. But yeah, you all
Hold on, I have to try something.
you go.
Quick
Yeah.
question.
Ah,
He's a big boy. What was your question?
Should I change the vision range on my token?
Correct. Do that.
Gotcha.
oh, I should do that too.
I don't know what dark vision would. I mean, I don't have dark vision as a human, so is it just gonna be dark?
It's
Like,
just dim
I don't-
vision, so you haven't
Dim vision,
see some.
whatever it's at on default.
That's the default stuff. Just so you can see. Oop, didn't mean to move Handy off the side. But you guys rest. Not necessarily uneasy, but your travels have made you tired and worn, and it's been a long time getting here these last couple days, which is, it's a big thing. It matters some. But
Airy but excited travels.
yeah, it's pretty tiresome, but in a good way, in a good kind of way. Make sure this is accurate. Handy, as you kind of finish your meditation and you wake up from sentry mode and you're just seated over the top of the balcony, seeing down the road, you can hear a whistling noise, and you can see what looks to be people out on the street, and you can see them. They're different from the folk you saw earlier. They're dressed all in reds. And you see one of them is mounted atop a horse, and he has what looks like a very large blasting wand, shaped similarly to how you might imagine a kind of long rifle, very thin, long edge, and he is boom, boom, mounted. and you can tell that he's about to get up to no good while everyone's asleep, or at least while most are asleep.
Start making trouble in the neighborhood.
Someone making trouble in the neighborhood.
All right. And he's gonna get up and wake up the others.
Boom, 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 boom.
But how? Oh boy.
Who do you wake up first? Verm? Alright. So you reach over, you kind of shake Verm awake.
What? What's going on? What's happening? What do you want, middleman?
Troublemakers.
What do you mean, troublemakers?
I mean, there are folks outside looking to make trouble.
Oh, that's no good. I think we should, yeah. And I fucking scream, everybody wake up!
My incredible what? And I basically drop from the rafters onto the floor.
Are you okay? I'm sorry. Was I loud? I'm sorry.
What's going on, Vern?
What the hell was that, Vern?
He fucking trips and falls onto the couch rocks.
There's someone. Andy says there's some troublemakers out there.
Oh, well, that's no good. Troublemakers don't belong in this here town.
Troublemakers. I don't see nobody. Do I see anything out there?
Looking out on the horizon, it's a lot harder for you to make out from this distance, but squinting, you can see that approaching. It looks like a total of 5 uniformed-ish bandits of some kind. Riding up, one is on a very notably on a horse with that long twisted rifle.
How far away is he?
He's like a good 200, 300. Like, you guys are all the way at the top of the end of the road.
Yeah.
Dirt road to the rest of the lines. But you can make him out because it's an incline down. And I will move you guys over back to the main map so you can like get what you guys would see from this distance as early sun is rising.
Man, I was thinking I was gonna get a good night's sleep.
He's a wide boy.
Oh, he is a wide boy.
I would say.
Someone did a feature.
He is quite wide.
And
Anyway,
you guys would just catch a view of them from where you guys are at the at the road. It doesn't seem that they have noticed you yet because you guys are elevated on a hill, kind of looking down. But you guys are this is just to signify something you guys can see.
Do we want to deal with these guys very bloodily, or do we want to just kind of tell them to piss off?
By the looks of them, they won't be. They don't be
Pissing
open
off.
to diplomacy.
If I may,
is it still
gentlemen,
nighttime outside?
It is getting close to dawn. It is
Gotcha.
still night.
so they haven't seen us yet.
No, not yet. They don't seem to be looking in your general direction. More, they're paying attention to these local houses and like talking amongst each other as they're riding up the road.
All
They're,
right, I
they're
have a
absolutely dressed like bandits, and acting like
All right.
bandits.
I have a suggestion, gentlemen. Look, they don't seem to notice us yet. You guys go around this house here. You're gonna go ahead and flank them. I'll go out the front. I'll try and distract them with my pretty words. You know what I mean?
I understand.
Handy
Never
pulls
mind.
up Handy just pulls up an ominous. Holds up a green vial with a rounded bottom.
Yes, just like that, Handy. Perfect. I approve. All right, I'll go out front.
Cool.
Shaking the sleep from my eyes.
Roll stealth checks, everybody else who is trying to sneak by.
Question,
actually
DM.
wanna-
Gotcha.
Go ahead.
What does the bed look like after?
Oh, after it has been sat on by your pet, it looks like a bed that has been sat on here. No,
Okay,
it's
I'm
a
just
little
making
bit.
sure-
It's a
I'm just
little
making
bit.
sure it's not torn up.
It's not torn up, but they're like scraps of like tears. It's like if you let your big hairy dog with big uncut claws roll around in your bed at night. It's not the prettiest, but it's not torn such that it is irreparable.
Before you walked away, Canth, I'd like to touch you with my vigilant blessing.
Okay.
which will give you advantage on your next initiative roll.
Oh, you beautiful, beautiful man.
Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you, Batman.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'll go up to the front. I want to make myself extra known if that's possible, so that they can get maybe a better.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
know.
definitely. It changes
I want to really,
how they're looking now.
really loud yawn, really obvious. I want to keep my blade sheathed. As of right now.
As you kind of like step up on the road, you hear the big bandit on the road. Hey, you! And he like kind of levels his rifle.
I want to look around, point to myself. Me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, what about me?
You know anything about this town? Rumor has it they're getting some real tasty shipments coming in. And he's leveling his weapon at you. As his bandits are
Tasty
like,
shipments.
yeah, food, materials, that sort of stuff.
Oh, well, I don't know anything about that, but don't y'all have any of that yourselves?
They kind of like move forward a little bit. If we had so much of ourselves to be overflowing, maybe we wouldn't be here. You know what I mean? But a little bit of sharing never hurt nobody.
Well, I understand sharing, but y'all have your pointy sticks all drawn, your blasting one all ready to go. It just seems very intimidating, if you ask me.
It's some coerced sharing. Not everybody likes to be equal in their benefit. In their what's the word, Jimmy? In their generosity, sir. Yeah, that.
Yeah, I you know what? And I want to sort of tap my head and start to act like I understand. I see what y'all are coming from. Look, Jimmy, was it?
Yes, sir.
Why
I mean,
don't
not
you tell-
sir.
Yeah. Why don't you tell your boss that he can go shove it where the sun don't shine, and he can go share with someone else, if you know what I mean.
I heard that. He's gonna kind of level his gun, and he moves to pull the trigger. It's time for initiative. Guns are
Oh,
drawn.
boy.
Draw the blade.
Guns are. Oop! I selected way too many things. Hold up, 1 second. Make sure everything's selected. Oh, I'm gonna out of initiative. Select these boys. Put them in.
Wow. Super duper.
Holy shit!
Really glad I got
Rolled 20 for
advantage.
initiative.
Yeah. The guns are drawn. It's time to duel. Let's roll keys.
How do I add to? Is there an initiative tracker that
Yes.
I can add to, or
Second.
how do I do that?
Second tab. You just click the initiative button that is next to it, or if you click on yourself,
Where am I? Okay.
if you click on
we
yourself
go.
on your token, you can toggle
Um,
combat state, and it will bring you into initiative. Where's your token?
It's
Now,
over in the corner over there. Oh,
before
it
we
didn't
go
roll
on, Pirate,
initiative. Hold on.
did you roll with advantage?
He did.
I did.
I just wanted to make sure.
I rolled
not
a
letting me
7
roll
and a
initiative.
2, my friend.
Is there
Wow.
is there a hidden button that I'm missing, or
On the second tab, combat tracker, that dice.
second? Oh, there we go.
Oh man. Oh, I actually did not go last.
Yeah, it didn't roll for me.
Okay, that's weird.
Did it?
I will roll it for you then.
All right, well, rock is on my turn.
Cool. I will.
Rock
I will edit.
Tharaxin. Oh my god. That is a name.
It is a very long name.
Rarak. The Raraxin.
2.99. Well. I think just 3 then. There you
Did I really get a 3?
go. Yeah, you
know
did.
He did,
Fair,
boss.
you know
He
what?
did.
Fair enough.
All right, Berm, you guys are hidden.
Oh god. Okay. All right. I'm gonna cast Ice Knife,
Oh boy.
and I'm gonna aim it at the big boy here.
Cool.
Are they all within 5 feet of him?
And they are not. Just actually. Oh, didn't mean to move them. Move back. Go back, sir. This one is. This one is. This one is. So 3 of them are.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna cast Ice Knife on the big guy.
And all of the other guys have to roll dexterity saves, correct?
Ah, shit. I don't know if a 12 hits.
A 12 hits.
Hey! Okay, so
Roll
roll
damage.
damages. Yeah,
So he
so
takes.
so fucking bad. He takes 8, and then he and the people that are near him have to make dex saves.
He failed his, so he takes a full 10.
Yeah.
Also failed. Wow, they all failed.
Oh. Okay, so the other guys just only take 2, the cold damage, and they all take 2 extra damage because of my origin thing.
True. So he takes
Wow,
4
nice.
points of damage. So that is right. I will reduce 2 of his hit points, and I will describe it just healing damage. He takes 4, so he's beat up pretty bad. He takes 4, so he is beat up pretty bad. So you see, how does it look, Verm, to other people before I describe it more?
I think he starts rummaging on his coat and on his on all the stuff he has on him. He has a lot of different clothes on him. Different coats on top of coats on top of coats, and things
Garbage on
adorning his
garbage
arms,
on garbage.
garbage on like a lot of buckets, and he starts rifling through that until he finds the piece of paper with the incantation, and he just fucking casts it and really shakily casts it towards the big guy.
You see in Verm's hand this kind of, as he reads through this kind of piece of paper and scroll, the paper doesn't necessarily ignite, but it glows brilliant for a moment, and then there's an explosion of light, hereish, and a shattering blue kind of crystal forms in a knife that seems to have manifested out of nowhere, stabbing the bandit in his back, like ah, and it explodes outward into his companions, who all kind of try to duck, but they're caught off guard by the explosion and the brilliant display. Kaboom! And you see, there's more of them.
Wait, that worked.
This is getting out
Yeah.
of hand.
I think I'll probably just back up.
Okay. Cool. You are up. Wow.
All right, Lao is going to move. Let's see. Does it tell me how much movement that is? Is this like feet?
You can use the ruler to move.
Gotcha.
Measuring distance. Are you gonna fly or walk?
Gonna walk. And he's going to move over to selection.
You guys all rolled really well, by the way. Like 22, 20, 20.
He's
Yeah,
gonna move
I got
about
a
here,
natural
3.
for my initiative.
and he's gonna cast bless on Karnth or Canth and Handy
Anyone else, or just yourself?
and myself.
Kyler, I can't see your token on the map. Where is it?
I'm hiding it. I'm hiding by the boxes.
Oh,
His
there
stealth thing.
you are. His stealth from the DM.
Yeah.
Right. So, boom, this prayer of faith and kind of dim violet light kind of envelops, not necessarily, but it's like a violet glow and then red strings almost binding each of you, and you all feel a little bit tougher, a little bit stronger.
Yeah, so what happens for you guys now is for Handy and Camp, you guys can, whenever you make an attack roll or a saving throw, you can add 1d4
To the roll.
to the roll. And that's gonna be, well, actually, wait, I have a bonus action here.
You do.
I'm gonna let's see, who in our party has the lowest fucking initiative? Yeah,
The lowest what?
Camp
I rolled a 3.
I can't see you, unfortunately. Canth, I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on you.
I note
No,
that
wait.
yeah,
No, that's
that's a concentration spell. The Blessed Trap.
you're right.
And also,
Okay.
you can cast. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah, I
know how
can't.
it works on this.
Sanctuary
It
could be
it's
used at range, but it's that bless is on concentration.
You also can't cast 2 spells in a turn if they're in action and a bonus action. But that's a
Damn, for real.
for real.
Mhm.
Anything
Okay,
else?
well then that's the end of my turn.
Cool. Handy, you're up.
All right. Handy is gonna pull out a short oh, no, a medium a somewhat medium length casting wand, but the barrel is real wide.
Oh boy.
And he's just gonna
It's burning hands.
pop it open like it's being folded on a hinge. Shove in a brown canister, and
1 session. That's all it took for us to get to war crimes.
Hey, well,
I mean, we have
Oh,
an
no.
artificer in our party. Like,
I
What
can
the
it has.
push.
Perfect.
Oh no, it hasn't tracked that I have spell slots.
1 second, let me fix that.
We're defending
There you go.
ourselves here.
It should work now.
We're not the aggressors in
Yep.
this.
No. That's just my joke. Anytime they use chemical weapons.
Oh.
All right, now, here we go. Cast
boy.
grease.
Oh boy, that's slippery.
Yep, the canister lands at this guy's feet and starts spilling out in this square area.
Noted. Grease appears.
I get
All of
rid
them
of
have
that.
to make a dex save. No, that's to note the area.
No, hey,
Oh, the pings,
I
they
meant
just vanish
the-
over time.
okay.
1 saving throw. Another saving throw. And then the 3rd saving throw. Wow, they're bad bandits. So this guy, like, kind of sees you loading the canister, steps forward, like, "Oh, that was a close one." But the big guy. Where? This guy falls prone as, and like his horse kind of gobs up forward a little bit, and he falls down onto the ground. This guy similarly falls onto the ground. They're both prone. Anything else?
That's turn.
First bandit's turn. He's gonna see that things are getting pretty spicy. Pulls out his own kind of mini wand, aims it towards you, and let's see how he rolls. He rolled a 2, so he misses. So he levels a shot towards Kent and is like, I got him, and the recoil of his weapon seems better, like stronger than he expected, and it kind of just soars past Kent's head.
Oh, there that goes.
To the moon. This boy is gonna, seeing his companion fail at using ranged weapon, he's gonna charge towards you. He's gonna swing his scimitar, and he's going to roll a 14. So thanks to your armor, Lao, the blade comes, boom, boom, hitting steel and shield, not skin. And he's like, "Oh, dang, that's a tough. What are you?" And then
Gotcha.
this guy, seeing the potential danger that his team might be in if more explosives are sent out, he's gonna chase after like here-ish. Boom. Now he has line of sight. Hello, little kobold. Meet gun. He rolled
Hello, gun.
a 22 to hit.
God damn it, yeah.
First one to land
yeah.
a shot. And let's see how much damage he does.
Also, we're not seeing your rolls,
Oh,
Portal.
My bad. I will fix that just shortly. You
I
take
just
2
kinda
points.
accepted
Wow.
that we wouldn't get to see
Wow.
those.
Wow. 2 points of damage. I applied it at the same
That's
time you did.
this early.
Not enough. So, a charge of magic, a little blue bolt crashes into your chest for only a moment, and then you kind of get knocked back, Verm, and it's like, and you see that one of your leathers in your coat like absorbed the worst of the blast. So you're okay, sort of.
Okay.
Not really.
Sort of. Not really. Yeah.
And then,
Can I say anything without using my action or bonus action?
oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I want to run up 30 feet, stopping about 18 feet up here, so I'll have 15 feet, so it's easy to do. So here, and I'll say, you got that guy handled over there on the side, guys, over towards Handy and Vern.
Even if they can't, I've got them.
All right. And I'll go ahead and draw my blade, which sort of glows slightly red in the dull moonlight.
It's kind of unsheathed from its blade. That twilight time, as the sun is still yet rising, this crimson glow kind of emanates off it as it's drawn, and you can feel its urge for blood. It's hungry.
And I'm going to, as my bonus action, sort of these shadows sort of coalesce from the tip, and they Hexblade curse the large little chief guy in the center.
The big boy. All right. He has been marked for.
Hexblade's curse.
This will do.
Okay. And then I'm going to, as soon as that Hexblade's curse goes off, with like my other hand, I'm going to coalesce a purple electrical thread of energy and thrust it towards him as a Eldritch Blast.
That unfortunately misses, so it coalesces the energy as you rub your fingers across the blade, boom, off your hand, towards him, but because he's on the ground and it's kind of hard to aim at this angle, it kind of flies just a little bit past him, crashing into the dirt below.
Alright, and so I want to use the rest of my 15 feet of movement, and I'm just going to get in between right here. Making sure to stay out of Handy's grease puddle.
Cool. This guy is going to slip. I got it. I got balance. I'm up. He's going to get up. And he's going to approach. Slip. I still good. And then try. Stab. And he rolled a natural 1. So he swings at you, Canth, and he slips again in the puddle. Onto the ground. Oh, grease.
Pathetic.
He's prone again. He tried. Luck, you're up.
Alright. So, on my turn, fucking this guy runs up. And he's gonna crunch. As soon as I find his character sheet.
You can also left click on your token to bring it up.
There we go. Attack. Please attack.
You gotta click the attack button.
This is the second time I've done it.
Crunch.
Does a 15
That
hit?
hits.
Oh yeah.
Crunch.
Normal damage.
That is.
Oh, that's a big chump.
Yeah, that's a big chump.
Wow, that's almost all its HP.
He just fucking bites down on his arm and
You
does
see-
not let go.
You see Rock just, and it's just like, the banner's like, what the hell is that? Oh, my head! Get off of me! Get off of me! Get off of me! As there's just like tears into its skin, like attached. Very vicious.
All right, and then
He's a good
walk
cruncher.
Up,
Oh no! What the hell are you?
I pull out my. It's basically it's a katana. Let's be real. It's a katana. A very very large katana.
2 hands
As
on
my
your katana.
As my bonus
so you
action.
mean Nodachi
Yes.
or an Odachi.
As a bonus action, I cast magic weapon.
Oh yeah. you coat it in your.
So
The way it works is you coat it with just the finger running over it in these kind of shards of Ilin that make it gleam in the night sky. And cut
Yeah.
extra good.
all right, and then
Wait.
come on.
Oh wait, you don't have magic weapon yet. Derp. That's a
Oh,
fifth
wait, I
level.
don't?
That's a fifth level. Ah, you trolled
I
me.
didn't know I had to unlock it.
Yeah. I got trolled. I trolled myself.
Okay, so when do I unlock the other spells?
A third and fifth. Yeah, you start with primal savagery.
Okay, so I don't cast
You,
magic.
you still do the cool anime running 2 of your 4 hands across the blade just for menace.
Yeah. Okay.
He's
and
just
then-
standing there menacingly. That hits.
Oh yeah. Come on.
There's
Give me the damage.
literally any damage you do. He's at 1 hit point.
Yeah, I just cut the head off.
Boom, just single strike. Head decapitated from body. Falls down.
And then that how much movement was that? 15.
Just about-
That's what you get. Piece of shit.
I love Vern.
10,
Vern is my
15.
favorite.
Yeah, all right, there we go.
Understandable.
And I just move up more.
I don't know why we even put Racken at initiative, to be honest. He just acts on your turn, so I'm taking him out.
Fair enough.
Stately bandit. Big guy. Ooh,
Who's up?
ooh. He up. Slow. Ooh. Oh, ooh, that's wrong.
Oh, he vanished.
He didn't.
Disappeared
He
for a
did.
second.
Omae Shinderu. He's gonna swing at you. Ah! Ain't nobody tell me. Oh, no, wait. He has his other weapon. 1 second. Still the same mod to hit. He rolled a 2. Do you see him pull back on his rifle as he gets up? Alright, I got you, big guy. And then, boom, as he pulls the trigger, and this kind of burst of red flaring heat comes out, and it soars right past your head. And you see him slip, like, oh no. And roll his dex save.
I want to, with my riposte ability, use my reaction
Oh my god,
to
yeah. Smack him.
do that, and I get to roll an attack roll against him with riposte, and expend 1 superiority dice to make the melee attack against a creature. Okay. And then I add the superiority dice's attack to the damage roll. So I'm going to attack with this.
Counter. Petty.
Oh yeah, just a reminder that you have bless
True.
Oh, I do.
with that D4 for your
That
attack
still
roll.
that still would have missed the first shot, I believe.
So
but
14, and then
that one
I
hits.
don't know how to roll dice. What is it?
You don't have to
It's-
worry about it. That hits.
Okay, sweet. So
So
I
when
also have to add the d6 to the damage.
It's where it says bonus. That's where you type in the
Oh,
number.
okay. Sweet. So that hits. I don't know why I won't roll damage, but sorry.
No, it's
I
okay.
don't know why.
It's probably more of that finicky stuff from our attempts to get things.
I don't know why it's not letting me roll the damage though. That's the problem.
What is your damage? You roll a.
It's a d8 plus slashing damage.
If you click the damage button on your sheet, it should just let you roll up. When you open up here, I got it. Found it. Oh wow! I just killed myself.
Wow.
Oh, it's also plus a d6 as well.
Mhm.
But-
Yeah, no, that's more than enough to cut him down. You, as he like slips down the blast firing past, you strike forward, single sweep, cleave in half.
Oh, he takes damage from my X-Blades curse too.
It's over his max HP, so you just eviscerate this dude, slicing him down the half, and you feel your blade is a little bit more sated, and you see the bandit next to him. Holy fucking shit! What the hell?
Run.
Nice.
He's prone on the ground. All right, Verm, you're up.
Hey, okay. How far away is this? Okay, he's close enough. I'm gonna cast on the guy just in front of Lao. I'm gonna cast Chill Touch.
Okay, roll it.
Oh my god.
That misses. So
Yeah.
you manifest for another. Pulling out scrolls, just another paper. Got it. And you're like looking up, lining it up, and it just kind of goes right between him and Lao. Just like, whoo, he steps back, like, what the? Damn, that's kind of fucked.
Yep. Yeah, it's my turn. Sadly. You know what? No, before I turn my hands, oh shit. I'm gonna hide behind here.
Understand.
Yeah.
You're up, Lao.
All right. Going to swing at the guy with my warhammer. How do do I just use the inventory thing?
Correct. It's also on your action. Click the little attack button. And then the main roll menu pops up. Yes, that hits.
Dope.
Smack him. Smack at that guy. He is
Cool.
still standing. Boom, you smack into him. Oh, my face! Oh, why do you have such a big nose?
And then I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on Ganaf.
You're dropping, what's it? Less for that?
So this one does not need concentration.
Ooh.
Sanctuary is a non-concentration spell. I had to look it up because I was like super unsure. But so I'm gonna ward you with a spell that essentially makes it so that they have to make a Wisdom saving throw if they want to attack you.
On
On a
me?
DC 13, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
So Canth has a Sanctuary cast on him. And that's all of my spell slots.
Right. Noted. Anything else?
Nope. That's it.
Beating ass. You're up, Handy.
All right. Let's see. Well, and he's just gonna pull out that little ball from earlier, stuff it into his special casting apparatus, and launch it at this guy.
All right.
And it is Acid Splash.
Oh boy.
That's a fun spell.
He rolled a natural 1 to dodge. That hurts. So he is also now prone. Because he rolled a fucking nat what? Dude, these bandits are not doing well.
Really?
They're not doing well. They had one job. They fucked up. So,
Man.
boom, this green canister explodes out, spraying down on this other bandit who's like, oh, it burns, it burns. And he slips and falls. These boys are super slippery. Anything else?
That's turn.
Let's see. This guy gets up. He sees his boss has been killed. He doesn't. We'll see how well he holds on. Okay. So he's like, bye, I surrender. He just drops his stuff. This guy, his trait is, yep. He looks at the other one, God, fucking worthless rat, and then he's gonna move to swing at you. Hit. He does not. So he swings down.
16?
A 16 does not hit Lao. He's not swinging.
Oh.
Can. The other one's got can. Or at least that's what he believes. So he swings down at you again with his blade, allowing once more your armor and your shield. Ting! Hold it back from heavy plaques on your fragile self. He's dead. And next is Canth.
How? It's really actually my turn.
Yeah, they are dying really quickly.
So let it be known, Canth, when you make an attack or deal damage,
fails,
my
yeah.
sanctuary ends.
Yeah.
But you still have bless.
Didn't Verm go? Did Verm go?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I missed.
missed.
I cast the spell and I missed.
Lucky.
Well, that was fast.
So when you make an attack, do the plus 1d4.
Okay, I will go ahead and towards this guy right in front of me, taking my blade in both hands, and I'm going to swing down on him with all of my strength.
All right.
And plus 1d4. 19.
That hits. Right, square in the chest.
Not on damage, right?
No, not on damage. Just on the attacker saving throw.
Okay.
Not bad.
6 points of damage.
You swing your blade down, cutting him deep in the shoulder. The blade always hungers for more.
Does.
It hung you. Let me remove him from combat because he surrendered. And then anything else?
I wanna. Nah, I'm done. That's my turn.
This guy, he's gonna get up off the ground, swing at you one more time. Ah!
Now, does the bandit get advantage because Kant has an enemy behind him?
No.
Gotcha.
It hits anyways, unless he's gonna cast anything.
No, I have a 14 AC, so it hits.
Boom! Strikes, hits you in the face. See how much damage he deals. 1d6. This one. He deals 3 points of damage as he cuts into your side
All right.
with his blade. Wah!
All right.
Look, you're up.
Alright. So fucking,
Crunchy boy.
you're gonna run up and do another crunch.
Crunch. That hits.
Ooh,
Oh, here.
nice.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
That is enough to crunch
Yeah,
the man.
he just fucking jumping crunches and rips his throat out.
You see the little buddy off the dirt, ha! And you see the bandit go, oh shit! And just tear his throat out as it brings him down to the ground.
Tackles him to the
Blah,
ground.
blah, 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 blah,
Then I move up
blah, 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 blah.
and I do my sword.
Natural 20. First crit of the game. That's
Oh, those
nice.
dice!
Oh my god.
Those dice are hot.
Guy's
So-
dead.
by the way, he had you almost triple lethal.
Shit.
Close.
I just fucking bisect him.
Just move two hands on the blade, the other two guiding your like balance, and you swing the lower two arms, striking upwards, and you kind of just tear him from the center up, and your other arms are like kind of shielding away some of the dirt and grime and blood. As
Well,
it's
one
like,
hand has a shield, so that's done. That's
True.
taken care of.
your two, and blood and guts everywhere, and you are victorious.
Rock is just enjoying the food.
Oh, what about
actually-
this guy?
What kind of armor
He
are they
surrendered.
wearing?
He surrendered.
Good job, Luck.
It looks like leather.
Oh.
Okay, that's not a problem. I don't have to get rid of them any metal.
Can I actually go over to him?
Yeah.
Does he look scared?
Yeah, he just watched the fucking wreck eat two people and like bisect both. Hi.
I want to go over to him, flick the blood off of my blade, and sheath it back. Give him a sort of corner smile, and I say, "Look, I don't want you to die, but if you come around here again, we will kill you."
I got it.
No.
Huh?
Don't move.
Okay.
You stay here. I want you to go back. I want you to tell all your bandit friends. No more sharing around here. I'm going to keep to ourselves, and you keep to yourself. You hear me?
All
I
right.
said, did you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, get the fuck out of my sight.
And he fucking runs off into the void.
All right. I think that went.
Is it over, guys? Did we win? Are you
Yes,
alive?
Vern is over.
Oh, nice.
Elsewhere, you can
Did I-
hear another boom blast, and you hear, "I'm sorry, no, please, please, please!" And then up the road walks the captain. Yeah, you can see the other dude is still running. Just another warning shot at him. Oh, impressive work.
Well, better than you, seeing as these guys walked right past you.
Move up. And he moves back the road. Oh, there is an attack on that caravan coming after you guys. I presume it was your supplies. We went out to meet him, deal with those folk. I guess a few slipped past. Good work. Good work.
Yeah, guess a few just slipped past.
I'm not one to judge. And he steps forward. Anyways, your supplies are coming in along with all the other stuff your benefactor sent along. Yeah. Gave us a little message for you. Good luck charm. Sorts. Some sort of new handler or whatever to manage the town's funds. Not really my business. But if you folk are this good with the blade and your tools, maybe you might just have a chance out here. And he walks up, probably heading towards Laurel's to go deal with some stuff.
What a fucking tool.
That he is indeed a tool.
Vern, like that ice
Yeah.
shit. That was good stuff, man. I
Oh,
want to go into Vern. I want to
Thank
pat
you.
him on the shoulder.
Oh, that's really nice of you, Mr. Kent.
Please, Vern, it's just can't.
Are you sure, Mr. Kent?
Positive.
Okay, I'll try. Thank you. I really didn't know if that would work, but it did. So, go us. Yay. Do you need anything?
I think looks have facts still. we might want to package up some of these people and keep them for later.
Can I keep the ice?
You're gonna have to ask him.
Like their eyeballs?
Yeah, they're ice.
What would
Wait,
you
wait,
want that
sweet.
for?
Sweet little dinosaur thing. Look, I'm also a dinosaur, kind of.
It licks your face.
Oh,
He's
that's
got a
nice.
bloody tongue.
I just want to say that I gotta go, guys. But
No worries.
I appreciate it, and I look forward to the next
Picking
one.
up the wrap
Alright?
at point? Just here.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that's
really?
Alright.
it's a good-
Peace.
Peace.
Goodbye.
Thank you for playing. And as you guys settle down, get all your stuff in order, you have a whole new set of problems on the way to deal with, new things to manage, and you will, next time, after I do all my sheet remaking, you guys will get to level up beforehand. To reach
Hey.
level 2.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice. Nice.
We've come a long ways
Yeah.
from the travel to the
Yeah.
Deadlands to being level 2 now.
Yeah.
What's it
It's been
called?
something.
You did fight a boy.
I guess I'm gonna have to wipe down my gear because the dinosaurs splattered blood everywhere.
Yeah,
Yep.
they're gonna need a cleanup crew over here. This is a mess.
Yeah.
Especially after Camp and as Camp and Tyler just totally bisected people. Just cleaved through them.
He did roll enough damage to do so.
It's
Yeah.
insane.
Holy shit.
All right. Thank you all for playing this week, and next week,
Yeah.
hopefully, we won't
Also-
have technical
also-
issues.
Guys, for everyone, If at some point like the voice gets annoying or something, or if I'm really loud, just tell me and I can stop. I can do a different
No,
voice or
I
something.
love the voice.
I love
Okay.
the boots. I'll let you know if there's ever a day where I come into the session just hung over with like a headache, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Not today.
I'll let
Yeah,
you know, but not today.
that was kind of my thought. Is like at some point it may be a little annoying, and you just tell me, and I'll do something else.
As for
Compared to
everyone,
Garfield, this is nothing.
don't forget to change your nicknames on the Discord. Otherwise, thank you all for playing and welcome to
Thank
the
you.
Wilding Wizard West.
Thank you guys. It was pretty fun.
It was a great
See you
time.
next week.